Year, and welcome to this month's edition of OSU Extension Monthly. It's really good to be here with you in this new year. It's 2017. Can we believe that? How did it get here? We hope you all had a very Merry Christmas this past year, and hopefully you had some time off and got to enjoy yourself. We all had a week off after Christmas, and I don't know about Ashley and Katie, but I had a wonderful time and came back feeling a little bit rejuvenated. Not as well as had hoped to be, but at least I'm ready to get back to being in my job and serving others and educating others, and that's what we normally do. Is there anything you'd like to say about your break, Katie?
No, not really. I just went home for the holidays and
nothing like going home for the holidays.
Yep. That's about it. Just spent time with the family.
Family time is so important, isn't it? I'm glad you had that opportunity. How about you, Ashley? What did you do over the break?
Well, I stayed home and stayed tied to the ground because of the wind, but got to see my family for Christmas and New Year's, so that's what
Well, since we're in a new year, there's some things that we'd like to cover with you today in our TV program. I've got a question for everyone. Was money management a part of your New Year's resolution? I mean, did you even make New Year's resolutions, and did it have something to do with money, Katie?
Yeah, definitely money. As I'm starting to pay off those student loans from college, so definitely we'll have to learn how to do the money portion really good.
Maybe some resolutions to get those loans paid off, huh?
Yes.
Okay, Ashley, you have?
I'm currently in the process of thinking of what I need to do.
Well, a lot of people do make resolutions that have to do with money. And a lot of it has to do with because after Christmas, all the hoopla and the money that you spend on gifts and what have you, and those credit card bills start rolling in, and you're going, oh my goodness, I kind of overdid it here. I don't know how I'm going to get all of these things paid off. Or your bank statement comes in and it's not as loaded as you would like for it to be, and so here comes that resolution. I need to do better with my money this year. I need to get my finances in order in 2017. Well, let me encourage you to make 2017 the year that you actually do follow through on those New Year's resolutions that you made, and that you not let them fizzle out by mid-February. Oh, I'm talking about myself. You ladies here probably never do that, do you? You always set your goals, which is what a resolution is, right? It's a goal, something that you're aiming for. And you keep that focus on it and you make sure it happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're probably all just like the most of us. We have good intentions, but sometimes they fizzle out. Okay. Well, one of the things that we do after we make a decision to make some changes in our life or our lifestyles and stuff is that we break it down into very small steps. It's really hard when you say, I just want to save $100 this month or $500 for this year or whatever, and you don't break it down into steps as to how you're actually going to do that. When you break things down into steps, then you're more likely to be successful and to accomplish your goal. So, Katie, you're going to save some money, I guess, this year for your college loans?
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
I guess I don't have a choice on that one.
Well, sometimes we don't have choices, do we? But, you have a money goal there to save for your loans and stuff. So one of the ways that you can make your decisions or your resolutions work is to make them smart. Now, SMART is an acronym. I didn't say that right. Acronym for something specific. As a matter of fact, the letter S is specific. The letter M is measurable. A is attainable. R is realistic. And T is timeline. Now, just because you say out loud that you want to save money and get your student loan paid off, it ain't going to make it. And that's really not smart, is it?
No.
It's really not smart. Basically, you've set yourself up to fail unless you do something a little bit different. So, what if you told yourself that you need to pay off $500 this year? Or something
Yes.
to that amount.
Yes.
Definitely at least that amount, huh? I'm glad I don't have student loans to pay off, but I know there's a lot of people who do, and other types of loans and debts out there too. So instead of saying I'm just going to save $500, which seems like, wow, I can do that, but how are you going to do that? So to make it smart, measurable, realistic, specific, attainable, and have a timeline for it, you have to set it out this way. You're going to tell yourself that you're going to save $10 a week for the entire year of 2017. And you're going to put it aside in a fund, somewhere that you choose to put it. So it can't be touched, right?
Right.
Because what happens when we touch that money?
It walks away.
It walks away. That's right. Okay. When you tell yourself that you're going to save $10 a week for the entire year of 2017, it is specific because you told me that you're going to save $10 a week, right? Mm-hmm. It's measurable because you've set it for the whole year of 2017. And at the end of the year, how much money are you going to have?
$520.
$520. And how easy was it to get that $520 by just putting $10 a week aside? Well, that's the A part of that acronym SMART. Is it attainable? Can you realistically, the other R, save $10 a week? Sometimes people don't think about they can. They think $10 a week, I can. I don't have it. Well, you know, if you look around, you might find where you can find it. For example, you eat out, you'll spend $10. So don't eat out once a week. They put that $10 away. For some of us, it's pretty easy to find that extra $10. I could probably do it, but I have to be disciplined enough to put it aside and make sure that I do it every week. Now, sometimes things happen, as you all know, right, Ashley?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes things happen, and we don't get that $10 in the week into the account. Well, then we have to double up the next week and either do $15 or $20 or whatever so that we can get back on track. This goal of saving $10 a week is very realistic because you're not telling yourself you got to come up with $500 right now. Okay? One of the really neat ways that you can make sure that your resolution and this resolution would work is to have the bank take out that $10 every week and put it into either a savings account or set up an account that's just for your loans. Now that's just an example of how you can change your resolution and word it in such a way that it is smart so that you will make sure that you can attain what your goal is. So, no resolution about money or anything else like dieting or health or whatever is going to be achieved unless it's worked on basically on a daily basis. Every day you have to think about it. Because if you don't, come mid-February, we've already forgotten that we wanted to do it. Okay. One of the things that you can do also, and I don't do this, but I bet you do, Ashley, you put reminders on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you put reminders on your phone or on your computer, or it pops up and it reminds you. That brings to mind, I had shoulder surgery back last year, and so I'm supposed to still be doing physical therapy. And one of the things I'm supposed to do is 10 times a day, and it only takes about 15 minutes. But I get so busy at work sometimes that I forget to do it. And the day's over and I realize that I've only done it twice, maybe 3 times. And that's not going to get me where I need to go with rehabilitation of my shoulder. And that's just like a resolution. I am going to resolve that I will do what I need to do to make my shoulder better. Setting a goal. I'm going to work very hard to do those 10 a day. Now, I'm going to have reminders. So I either can put a sticky note on my computer so that every time I see it, I will get up and do what I'm supposed to do. Or I can put it on my cell phone so it dings at me. I don't know, when something dings at me, I respond, don't you? I love it. I have to respond whenever something dings at me. Okay. So, anyway, if you've made a New Year's resolution, think about what you've told yourself you want to do and break it down into small steps so that you can be successful in making that happen for you. So, we're going to shift gears a little bit here and talk about something else that I think we all should focus on this year, and that is the concept of being grateful and showing gratitude. Gratitude is the quality of being thankful with readiness to show appreciation for something and to return kindness. I think we would all 3 of us agree that we need more gratitude in 2017. You believe that? I do. I know that when people in great numbers practice, integrate, and embody gratitude, then that force, that cumulative force that is generated can cause the kind of world or create the kind of world that we would all hope for and wish to live in and what we desire to live in. I hear people all the time, and I'm sure you do, Ashley, and you, Katie, talking about people who just don't have any sense of gratitude. That expression is the glue that holds us together. It's what holds us together as a community. It's what holds us together as a county. It's what holds our society and our relationships together. But if we don't have gratitude, then we have the opposite, and I think we see that, some separation and disillusionment. And so it's really, I think, important that we all are thankful. Ashley, I'm really thankful that you're here and you're with the Extension Service and that you're working with the 4-H program. And, maybe I don't say that often enough, but I appreciate your creativity and your willingness to do that. That's an example of how gratitude goes beyond just saying thank you. Most of us were taught, and gratitude can be taught, most of us were taught to say thank you and please, and sometimes we forget to do that as well. But gratitude goes beyond just saying thank you. It goes into helping the person know what it is that you appreciate about them. We have to have gratitude to sustain the life that we live and for our survival. Think about it. But if gratitude is so important, then the question really is, why do not enough people express it on a daily basis. Why do we go through life forgetting to express to those that we care about, those that we work with, those that we engage with, and we forget to tell them, thank you. Thank you. We all have the ability within us to be grateful. We just have to practice it. We have to choose to be grateful. We have to choose to show appreciation to other people. This was really brought home to me in 2016 when, I had some people say, I don't feel appreciated by you. And I think sometimes my husband even says things like, I don't feel appreciated. And I came to realize, that I need to work on that just a little bit. And if I need to work on it, maybe you do too. And let's make it a goal this year that we work on being more grateful for those things that we have, the gifts of life that are ours, and showing that gratitude. When we show gratitude, we also show other values that are really important in a society and in life. And those are things such as generosity, honesty, humility, compassion, wisdom, joy, integrity, and trust. So this year, 2017, let's work on trying to increase our level of gratitude for the things that we have in our lives. So in 2017, parents, show gratitude to and for your children. Sometimes we just forget to tell our kids we're thankful for them. It really will make a big difference in the relationship if you can do that. Spouses, show gratitude to the one that you're married to. If you're not married, show gratitude to those that you have a relationship with. Bosses, show gratitude for your employees. I'm sure they'll do a much better job for you. If things aren't going well in your environment, in your work environment, try some gratitude and see what happens there. Teenagers, show gratitude to those that are above you, that have more wisdom than you have, that are trying to lead you. Most people who interact with young people aren't trying to make you do something. They're trying to help you understand and do what needs to be done so that you will also be successful. Yeah. Well, what do you think about gratitude, Katie?
It's a wonderful thing to have.
It is a wonderful thing to have. So, how about Ashley?
It's great.
It's great. So, do you think that the three of us, I guess I should say it that way, maybe need to work on that area a little bit? I'm not saying you don't do it, but I'm saying, if we at the Extension office can show gratitude to those who help us, who serve us, who work with us, then I think it makes our lives a lot easier and a lot better. And hey, I'm all about that. Aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So a third thing that we want to work on in 2017 is unwinding our mind. Now, I think sometimes people look at me and think my mind's already been unwound. See, they're laughing at me. What do you think that means? Well, you know what? We have to do it so that our bodies can be healthy. We live in a society where we go. We do so much that we never take time to just be still and to unwind our mind. There's several things you can do to unwind your mind, and the first one I want to talk about is banishing the clutter in your home, in your workplace, and in your mind, in your relationships. Once you get rid of the clutter, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. You're going to be more energized. You're going to just feel so much better. How do I know this? I cleaned my office before the Christmas break. And when I walked in, the first day back at work, it was just like, oh, this is really nice. Because there wasn't a bunch of stuff sitting around everywhere. Now, did I get everything I needed to do done? No. But I'll keep working at it because I know it made me feel so much better. Another thing to unclutter your mind is to stay positive. It's important to be positive, and you can train yourself. Just like you can train yourself to be grateful, you can train yourself to be positive. You ever been around people that they have nothing good to say?
Yes.
And how does that make you feel, Katie?
Not the greatest. No.
You really don't want to be around them, do we?
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, if every time I opened my mouth I was negative, pretty soon you'd say, well, I just don't even want to visit with that person. Yeah. So being positive is such an important component of making 2017 a better year for that. I want us to work to become that individual that can see the good in things. It's really easy for us to become negative, especially when we're around so many negative people in our world. Now, we don't really have that problem in Extension. We are all positive, right? The third way we can unwind our mind is to dream, to imagine it. John Lennon talked about it. Psychologists recommend it. What you can imagine, you can do. But you have to give time to think about that. I think sometimes in our world we just go through the motion. Especially when we have a job. We get up, we get ready, we go to work, we do our job, what we have to do at work, we go home, we cook supper, we do dishes, we do whatever. And we've never thought about what we could have done that day that might have improved our lives, what might have made us feel better, that would give us that mental boost that we so often need. Another thing is to repeat yourself. Now, I wonder what I mean about that. Repeat yourself. Research has shown that repetition movement provides one from having their mind wandering to stressful thoughts. For example, if you do something like meditation or Tai Chi, or you go walking on a daily basis, those are types of activities that you do repetitively that can be of good benefit to your mindset, to your mind. You might do word searches or painting, where you paint and repeat and stuff. Repeat yourself. When we repeat ourselves, that does something in our mind, and I'm not one of those people that can tell you what it does in our mind, but it does relieve some of the stress in our mind. This is my favorite thing. Laugh. Laugh. We laugh a lot here at the OSU Extension office, but probably not as much as we should, right? I love to laugh. It's quick, it's easy, it's a fun way to relax, unwind your mind. Take time every day to indulge in something that will make you laugh, something funny. Research shows that 10 to 20 minutes of laughter, and you know what? It doesn't even have to be real. You can fake it. If you fake it, yeah, see, you can fake it, and it has benefits for your body. So if you see me or Ashley or Katie walking around just laughing, and you don't know what we're laughing at, maybe we're just faking it. I don't know. What do you think? Are you a good faker?
Yes.
Be childish. As children, we had that innate ability to be delighted in most things that we see in the world. And as we get older, we forget to be delighted in things. And that's one of the things that I really like about Ashley. She really has a lot of delightment in her ideas and her creativity, and I think that's going to really be beneficial to our Texas County 4-H program. And I'm not calling her childish. There's a difference between acting like a brat and having that wonder and awe about things, and that's the kind of things I'm talking about when I talk about being child. We're in the first week of January here. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what some things you've got coming up?
And the first one will be starting next Monday. It's the Annie's Project, and there are still a few spots open, so you are able to stop by and pay. The cost is $50. It's 4 weeks, starting January 9th, 17th, 23rd, and 30th. And I have different people coming, and they're going to talk about management, risk assessment, goal setting, family financial management, legal issues, as well as different types of insurance. So if you haven't signed up for this 4 weeks workshop, please stop by and sign up. And then we also have the Women in Ag mini conference. That will be January 19th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Panhandle Research and Extension Center in Goodwell. We have a mini mall with different booths that will be set up. Dinner will be provided by Virgil Gibson, and the speaker will be Paula Alexander, the manager of animal welfare for Tyson's. Tickets are $20 for women and $10 for students.
And where can I get a ticket? I want to go.
You can stop here by the office. You can go to the Animal Science Department at Panhandle State University, or you can stop by the Research Center in Goodwell.
And maybe there'll be some other locations where those tickets will be available. I'm excited. I think that sounds like a good way to kick off 2017 with two good programs. Excellent programs for women in our community. So take advantage and come see what you can learn, because I guarantee you will learn something. Ashley, what have you got going on?
We have the Winter Social 4-H Has Talent this Saturday, where the members get to come and show their talents. We have a food showdown and food show next Saturday. And at the end of the month, we're having their speech and talks competitions. So.
Wow, sounds like a lot of competition going on in 4-H, and that's awesome. That's one of the good things about 4-H. The kids get to learn new things and show others what they've learned and get rewarded for that. It's a great program that we have. So I also am going to be involved with some things going on in the month of January. We're going to do a Adulting 101 program in the Tacoma schools. We are going to be involved, of course, with the two other activities that are going on through the Extension Service. I also will be starting some sewing classes and some other educational programming that you will probably want to take advantage of. If you have any questions about any of these programs, just contact us here at the OSU Extension Office. That number is 580-338-7300, or stop by 301 North Main and pay your fees if we have fees, and find out what all you can get involved in. We're looking forward to an exciting year here in Extension. There's going to be some changes in the Extension program in the years to come, and but I just want you to understand we are here to serve you, and we will continue to do that. So best wishes for a happy and prosperous 2017 from the staff at Texas County OSU Extension.